Hello everyone, it's Richard from Mythtrekker again. I just thought I'd come back into Dungeons of Edrea and actually give you my thoughts of how what I would do to improve this game. As I said, there is way too much cash around. The items are they're very Diablo-esque with their randomization,
What can I do for you?
but they don't seem proportionate. They do like this one only has two options, but that only has two options as well. So I'm not even correct about different ones giving different amounts. Like this one gives three health, three bonuses. That gives three, but that only gives two. So obviously that must be two of them are actually doubled up. Probably the find magic. Find magic actually increases the chance of actually finding magical items. So let's have a look at our stats. You can see there. Find bonus find magic, chance to find high quality loot, 9%. Right, so to offset the cost, I would definitely have that you have to probably pay the person that you actually take with you, your handyman, per adventure. So it's like a mercenary unit. So it's always draining their resources. If they die, then possibly you would actually incur an extra fee on the next one because they don't want to really hiring someone who's putting them into danger. The next thing you could do is reinforce the walls, as you can see there. Maybe open up new crafting abilities. So in each hub, you would have to actually open up those with cash, or you hire manpower to actually man them. So you could actually have people doing creating the items for people instead of actually just having the blacksmith here.
Welcome.
Like you
What
can
can I
enchant
do
your
for you?
items here, which it's an odd system. Uh,
What do you need?
but with these, there's quite a lot. So I would actually buy helpers like apprentices to actually make new weapons, find new weapons, scavenge new weapons, maybe scavenge reagents for making potions. Uh, so I'm just have a quick look at these, see if I actually, because I've actually got. You can see there my two-handed weapon does 44 damage. I can actually kill most things now in one hit already, and I'm only level. Where's my level? There it is, level 5. Yeah. So, oh no, I didn't want to get that out.
Come on in. We got.
So yeah, you can cheese it by saving, coming back in again, and changing it around, and then you could actually get. You could really overpower it. But maybe you could actually purchase caravans, so it actually connects one hub to the next. Let's have a quick look at the hub there. So the hub travels, so we'll have to go down in that direction. That direction there. Let's see if I can actually go to a different hub. You can have different hubs which have different things. Like some might have metals, some might have farming villages. Yes, I can actually go to the ones which were beforehand. So I think that's where we are at the moment, and that's where we were. So you could travel there to actually probably, I don't know, they might. Let's see if there's actually any quests there. Because I would actually put quests there as well. Maybe if you brought up a map, you could go to a world map. It could show you that some are actually in danger of actually being overrun. So it means building up the infrastructure, putting on siege weapons to help you hiring more soldiers, then every so often have these hubs be attacked. So you could actually have attack. It could be attacked from all over the place, and you could have people coming from different compass points to actually come and. Right, you can see there's quite a lot. That's a farmer there. There's loads of things to collect. These are collectibles for reagents, so plants. Have in a hub world, have the entire map like that, but in a dungeon, have a cartography skill. Which what will happen with that then is, let's go back to the. So I'm going to put a little pin on the map. You can see a little pin on the map. It'll actually show you with an arrow where to go. On the little mini map just at the top there. Yes, cartography. So you actually have. Oh, don't want to jump down there. Probably can't anyway. So you can only see things a certain amount of distance away. If you have a boss that you need to attack, maybe a tracking skill will increase your visualization range of where they are on the map. Otherwise you'll end up wandering around doing nothing. It's a little bit more extra life type of skills. I'd have armor wear as well, so you'd have to purchase to actually upkeep your armor. So that will get rid of a lot of the cash that you already have. Now let's get a quest, and we'll go into the quest, and we'll have a quick look at that. Alright, so let's go to the quest board. Right, so hold the fort. That was let's kill a monster. Right, I'll do the kill a monster one, it's easy enough. Excuse me. Sorry, a bit of a cold today. So maybe when you hire a hireling, you have to pay them per mission. That would be a good one as well. So if you do a hard one, they would expect to be paid more because they've got more chance of dying. Maybe you could upgrade their armor, give them skills. Oh, it's one of these. It's a long one, this. So if I had a tracking ability, this one, it shows something there. I don't know why it shows nothing, but I can see through the fog of war just ever so slightly. Like there, there's a journal there. There's a journal there. But I would remove these from distances, because it's granted. I know it's making things more accessible to people who want to play casually, but I'm trying to figure out how to actually make this game a little bit better. In the combat, the stun lock. Yeah, if you want a stun lock, knock people back so you don't get locked in quite next to people. So if I went up to this guy here, see, look, that wasn't too bad actually, because I did get knocked back. It's like 2 hits with that. Sometimes the feeling as well is they're not very intelligent, the mobs. I would, if they, right, if they come at you in multiples, why not actually communicate between them, and one could flank you. So if you met two, let's find some. There we go. Two here. One would intentionally go wide to try and flank you. Like he was actually doing that, but the archers tend to be the only ones which do it. Oh, went straight through a trap there. That hurt. I would also make the fog of war a lot deeper, so you can't see what's coming. Maybe you could buy a map or find a map on each level, which would give you access to the layout. Pay scouts. That's it. That would be even better. You pay scouts. So when you go on to collect the quest, you then choose the quest and then choose whether you want to pay for scouts, give them amount, and it's a random chance of whether they can actually find how much of the map. They might even only find half of it. They might find only a quarter of it. Ooh, missed. That was terrible. That was terrible as well. Missed him by his head. There we go. And last night I was playing one of these dungeons and I couldn't finish the dungeon. The random seed I had to go through to get the last boss on one of these ones, one of these games. And that's an old corridor. From here to here, there was a boulder, and it jutted out just slightly, just a bit more there. So when I tried to get down past it to get the idol, which was just in a room just about 20 feet away, I couldn't get into the room no matter what I did. I tried to jump, tried to find different ways around. I couldn't get in at all. And that was annoying. It should actually have a pathfinding. So if you do random dungeons like these seeds, I would actually do a pathfinding and see if... Oh, there's a trap there. See if you can actually access it. Not if a pixel can get through, but can you get through? Maybe you in a bit get through it. If so, then allow it. If not, you've got to rejig the seed. Also, I would definitely remove the amount of boons you get, that you're only allowed a certain number, to make it a bit more competitive, because even now I only have 2 boons, which is 1% chance of attack of poison at energy enemies and 5% damage reflection and plus 5 health. It just seems way overpowered. When I'm writing a game, I've written a few role-playing games, and what I tend to do is I try and break the system. I sit there with paper and I try and break it. If I can break it, I need to figure out a way of actually how to actually solve it afterwards. Like these guys are not very intelligent, because what they'll do is, oh, he actually walked around it without being hit, but most of them walk straight into it and get damaged. If they abide here, they should actually know of all the traps, so they should try and actually induce you to try and traverse them, and them trap you. I'm not saying make it absolutely stupidly difficult for players, but make it a bit more interesting. Give them a little bit more tactics to draw you in. Oops. And that's another one problem with this one, because there's so much stuff on the floor, so much dirt, it tends to just cover up all the traps. If you're supposed to see the trap, you're supposed to see the trap. If you're not supposed to see the trap, that's brilliant. I don't mind that. Make it a design choice. Also, a lot of the time, they definitely need to fix the frame rate and their compatibility, because let's see if I can try and get it to do it. Go to settings, video, right, okay, apply and save. Let's see if I can try and get it to do it. See, it looks smoother now, but it's not going to do it now. But on mob popping on certain times, it will judder and the frame rate will go down. Oh, it's not doing it now. I might have changed some settings. But another thing is going through doorways. If I'm going through this doorway here, sometimes if I'm fast and I spin around like that, you can actually see through the walls just there. It tends to be white. Also, these traps, a lot of the time, if you're a distance away, look, it stops. Granted, that's a quad tree type of thing, that basically if you're not in a certain area, it will stop calculating movement. But that's actually static. It's actually on a rail. That won't need that. You just have to get it so that doesn't collide with enemies, but still have it moving so you can still see it from a distance. It's a bit of discognizance. You reduce it. Yeah. Come on. There we go. There we go. Got a level. I would solve that out. A lot of the time, it's just the popping from behind, or some of the textures you can actually see behind them. The problem is, because I mention it now, I'll probably not see any. It tends to be more with rocks. Right. Trying to find my special attack button then. Like, bad guys, you don't have to make them stupidly hard. What you do is, sometimes you have one main guy and 6 other guys, and they come in and flank you. Make it a bit more interesting. That instead of actually just being attacked by one person, you can actually be attacked by a unit. That would be a great difference. Oh, change. Oh, also I'm not too. I understand why they're doing the retirement system, because it is actually easy to get really overpowered. But because I chose that talent, I've got extra 75 carrying capacity. In my inventory, I can now carry 205. I started off with 125 carry, which wasn't very much because each of these cost £1. Also, look at some of the weights of these. They're not it's like that is one-handed axe, £3, whereas those are £4. A stick is £1. Yeah, of course. Yeah, a two-handed melee weapon with a great big head like that is £2. Now, if you go to modern, oh, what's that? Oh, it's a flaunt. If you go to modern, if you go to anyone nowadays like swordsmiths or anything, weapons were never really that heavy, granted, but there's you need to work it out in your brain. It's like, will someone actually think, well, that should actually be heavier? I think that should be sorted out as well. Would be nice as well to have different attacks. So if you press like control, you can actually use the butt or the haft of the weapon to try and knock them away, instead of actually having it as spells or skills. Well, they've got it as spells. I personally am not a fan of that. I'm a fan of actually saying a spell is a spell and a skill is a skill. They're used in different ways. But at this one I need to kill Johnny Kneebreaker, which actually means that I have to get to the end of the area, which is what I think should happen for each and every game. You need to always get to the end. I need to try and find out where I'm supposed to be going. I can't find. Unfortunately it's quite dark now, so you lot probably won't be able to see anything. So where am I supposed to be going? That way, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've never died jumping off things like that. This is new. Oh. Ah. Right. Yep, that's a bug. That really is a bug. Yeah, things like that need to be tested out. Like this. I'm now stuck, I think. So this is supposed to be a released game, and know that, yeah, I'm stuck. I can't get out. I can't even try and vault. And if you get stuck like this, you should be able to teleport back to the beginning. Maybe that should cost you some gold, but it'll give you a chance to actually get out. Let's see if I can try and get up on this. It's like, I can't. It won't let me. No. So yeah, this is an immersion breaking bug. So I have to now. Oh, teleport start. There is one. Excellent. If your character comes up stuck, there you go. You've already got one. I've never noticed that before. That's good. I like that. Report how your character's stuck. Yes. And put me in the water again. I daren't move now. Right. Okay, got to try and get out somehow. Let's hope. I need to find a way out. Teleported me from the water into the water. That was quite funny. I would also like to give my hirelings orders. So maybe if you, I don't know, third mouse button or fourth mouse button. Oh, I was looking down instead of looking at my. So let's go back this way and try and unlock. So third or fourth mouse button can bring up a raised little dial or some kind of dialogue that you can actually say, I want you to do. I want you to go when we meet something. I want you to go left a little bit, try and flank round, or I want you to stay back, or I want you to concentrate on healing, or I want you to be more aggressive, or I want you to teleport right next to me all the time. That's quite annoying. And yeah, I think also as well, the ability to actually have one person to carry a torch, so you can actually see where you're going in darkness, dark areas. That would be good. You know, have someone with a lantern. That would help, so you can actually have access to all your weapons. I'm also one for realism. I don't like it when your character has to carry a lantern on the belt or a torch in the hand, and when you're attacking, it's like still lit. It's not. I prefer a bit more realism than that. Right, so it's round here somewhere. It's a room I need to find. I can't seem to find it. Oh. See, I don't mind traps being hidden like that. I like that. Maybe a skill with trap sense would actually give you a chance to actually see a trap before you even stand on it. But, you know, do it random. So when you get, so let's say if you have trap level 3, you can see it 3 meters ahead of you. Or you've got a 30% chance of seeing it. So right, let's have a look. So we need to be going somewhere. My goodness, it's around here somewhere. So let's see if I can go back west. Yeah, it's hard to see when in this light. I can't, even on the monitor. You probably would not be able to see anything, especially on YouTube. Go around here. I'm also a big proponent of. I know it's fun and it feels good to smash barrels, but if you watch Shadowversity's videos or screen tested, smashing barrels is a lot harder than you actually expect. So maybe just opening it up and having a look inside, smashing smaller crates, maybe something. It doesn't have to be. This is where I came in. Yeah, this is where I came in. So it must be around here somewhere. I think it's there. The trouble is trying to get to it. Now, yeah, this is the problem with random seeding as well, because I don't think there's any way to get up there. So is this a no-win scenario? Is this another one of these that I can't get through? Yeah, because this is the main foyer into the area where you could actually get, because it's probably here. And I need to get 3 of them. It's either there or there. Right, let's go back again. I'll have to have another look. Good, it's becoming morning again. I almost sang morning is broken then. So, been up there. Oh, have I been up here? Nope. Oh, it's a new room. Haha! It is a new room. Great. I like looking at things like this. New stuff is always good. Teleports to start. That's a good addition. So I've got to get one down here and one up there. So let's go to the south. I think it's south I want to. Yep, south. See, I find these single guys now not really a challenge unless they're actually en masse. I really wish you'd stop teleporting. If they do teleport, check to see if the camera, which direction it's in, and then teleport them just there, behind. So you don't see it happening, but you can then reduce processing power or computations or anything like that. It's alright, so let's come on then, there we go. Oh. See, they cast quite fast, though their directional one, which kind of has a gold circle which appears on the floor, that takes a long time to cast. Now I don't play casters myself, so it's very rare that I actually test those. Maybe I should. Critical hit, one shot. Yeah, I'd like to know if they made their own assets or if they actually purchased them, because definitely those female casters are definitely different feel to the rest of the entire game. It's almost like a Modernheim or Warhammer Fantasy Battles type of character, because they tend to have like witches that look like that. Yeah, more voiceovers, please. More different voiceovers, please. Because always having them go, yeah, oh, it's after the 100th time, it can be very wearing. It must have really drove you nutty actually testing it. See, that archer didn't do what I thought he would do then, which is good actually, because normally they fire, they pull out the weapon, and the first thing they do is they do a blue swirly thing, which swirls around, and if there's no telegraphing. Like some of them do, they do roll over these. Other times they walk into them and kill themselves, which is stupid. So it looks like my guy's immune to those because he runs straight into them every time. So it must have been one of the that must be one of the things that they couldn't figure out. It is a normal room. we go. Open it up. Go back to the start. And I think it's west now. Is it, or is it east? No, that's the entrance to the bad guy. There's the bad guy there, and that's the Boone Shrine. Let's go this way. I would like to see also, this is a personal preference, I'd like to be able to like attack body parts, like go for the legs, go for the arms, go for the head, you know, try and do an overhead swing, swing from the left with a certain swing, swing from a right with another type of swing. So you could try and disarm them. So, oh, there we go. Right, watch. Right, no, come on. I want you to do it. There you go. That's the one. That move has killed me a few times, especially if I've got a wall. If I'm next to a wall, and he does it, tends to. But once you know that it comes. But the thing is, it's the AI. The AI states more often than not that it's going to do that special maneuver immediately. Maybe some new tactics would be nice, like dropping a smoke bomb and disappearing. One of the mobs does do that. They do teleport. Oh. See, that for first combat, it's the AI should have stated that caster way too close to a person with. There you go. Oh, right, okay. I completed the quest without actually killing the main bad guy. This is what I mean about the quest can be completed without getting to the end. Now I must admit, I do like these like little cellars are quite good, but the camera tends to get in the way. Also, another problem is floating assets. If you don't want people to see your floating assets, don't put them there, or give them physics that once whatever it's attached to has been destroyed, then activate the physics, so you don't have to keep checking the physics every time someone's in range. Right, let's try and get to the end then. Right, so it's up there. It's up there somewhere. Let's try and find the steps now. Here we go. Oh, two people here. You know, one realism I really do wish that a lot of games would actually put in is the fact that dragging loot out, there's no way in real life. As I said, I love my backpacks. I love them. I also know how much I can get in them and how much I can carry. Now, if you have a backpack, there's no way you could stick a polearm in it. But hiring someone to carry it for you, there's special backpacks which are designed for weapon rolls. You put the weapons in the roll, you roll it up, it goes over you, it goes over the person's back. They can't fight, they've just got to follow you around. If they die, you've lost your mule. another way to actually use up money. Because this backpack there, there's no way I could carry all that all by myself. I know it's suspension of disbelief, and a lot of games do it. I personally don't like it. I'm quite. I think even DayZ, they're getting better now. Actually, with reducing the bag size, so the weapons only fit. You can only fit one, maybe two at the most in a backpack, and carry that around. That's more realistic. That's better than actually being able to carry all these weapons. So maybe using a bulk system like they use. Some people, I think, call it a Tarkov looting system. There you go. Another level. Alright, let's see what I can pick. Oh, I've got 3 points to spend. I've been wandering around without getting anything. Let's have a look. What am I? I am this guy. So these ones I can actually get because I've retired someone. Blood Rage. Okay, that's fine. Stuns all enemies. That's good. Right, okay. So that is equipped on the F. Shout. And is that a permanent or is that a... or is it timed? I think that's a permanent. I'd like to know where he has his horn blower. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a frame drop. I'm glad it's working in 60 frames per second this time. I must admit though, it is actually, for my middle-of-the-road computer, it's a pretty game. And I know I'm actually saying, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Well, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be playing it. So I am finding it rather entertaining. In fact, I like playing old-fashioned games. I can play games from 1982. I'm quite happy about that. I like gameplay. Sometimes graphics isn't everything for me. But at times it's nice to actually have this beauty, and their snow levels are so beautiful. It's one of the things that I love. I love snow games which are based in snow. I just find them so wonderful. I did see that. I ran into it purposely. Come on. Oh, Whew, I didn't think I'd be able to get it then. Otherwise I'd have to run all the way back. So let's go east. Yeah, the other east. There we go. Oh, what was that? Oh no, that's the boss teleport. There we go.
I'll like you better when
So
you're dead.
this is a good arena. It's to have multiple like traps all around and utilize more of it. It's a shame. It didn't stun him much, did it? Oh! I pressed R by accident with my fingernail. Oh, it is timed. The buff is actually timed. So it must be 5 minutes. There we go. So I defeated him. Get the chest. Get all the loot. At this time, if you're over encumbered, it doesn't matter. It just takes you forever to get anywhere. Well, let's just, I'm going to say something else, sorry. Sorry, something negative about it is if I press H to junk this item, it disappears from there, but doesn't disappear from my bag. Yet, it appears there. So, granted, you can actually then just put it all to junk and then sell it, but you're still carrying the weight. Because it's annoying to have to go through all these to junk them all. Ooh, that's a nicer bow. Yeah, but I don't... yeah, let's put that on. No, let's not junk that one. Unjunk it. Yeah, sometimes you can get really lucky on some of your item drops that they are grossly overpowered. That's the 27 one, isn't it? See, look, there we go. 45 damage on the bow. Look at the difference between that. 28 to 45. I'm definitely going to equip that. And I'll keep... That one's at 36. That was at 28. So I can junk that one now. Keep those two. So if I go into a hard dungeon and like 43, I'm going to keep that as well. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. Oh, 42. Oh, that's a shame. Do you like a flambage? So out of the two of those, which ones do I want to keep? That's more of a magic one. That's annoying, that. And look, another one. 46. This is actually a rare one instead of an epic. Get +4 health, 5 stamina regen, and magic regen. I'm going to stick with the one I've got at the moment. So you could even so on the system I was thinking of, have up to 6 people you can actually have with you. Though ones which go into combat will be more expensive. The ones that carry your stuff will be less expensive, but they won't be able to do stuff, so they'll stay back. You could. I'd like to give each. Oh, more chests. See, more chests. So you get a boon. Activate this. Poison, health regen bonus. That's always good. Slicer discs. Oh my goodness. So now all I have to do is slowly walk around, collect everything out of all these, teleport back to the main hub, and then I'll end up with even more money. So they do definitely need to do something about that. Let's have a quick look. Oh, trousers. That's rubbish. Yeah, but no. There we go. Right, so press N. Once you've... There you can teleport back to town. Completed it. Completed the boon and the quest. Gosh, I've been doing this for almost an hour. I think this is just going to be for me to have a look at. especially with the other episodes on there. I might split it up. Right, what would I do now? Basic overall synopsis of what I thought the game was like. Come on.
Welcome back, my friend. What can I do for you?
Right, see, that's rubbish in comparison. See, I can even wear a shield on my back with a two-handed weapon, which is actually a good tactic. You can do that in real life. Now, that would be nice to actually, if when you're wearing that over your back, it would protect you for that extra 22 armour only on the back. Or 11 armour, because if you go for the purple shield. I'm going to swap this uncommon ring for that one. Alright, let's sell junk. There we go. Go back to here. Yeah, all the junk's gone. Swap that for that. Any other rings there? What's that one? That's actually better, so I'm going to go for that there. The rest I'm going to put in my chest.
Welcome back, my friend. What can I do for you?
And what I'll do is I'll probably... Oh gosh, it doesn't stay the same as your inventory. So if you got, see the amethyst there and the ward leaf there, it's different. Don't ask me why. Don't know. And yeah, so I don't know why you would dismiss the follow unless you want to try and unless you unlock. It doesn't tell you when you unlock the stuff. But I would actually say maybe that one is organised party. So you could actually dismiss, hire. You could even give them extra money to actually gain more skills. Make them better. Make them really useless almost at the start. Just like you are. And I think I said this last time, but I would definitely like a filter where you could actually filter it by level. Because that's bad. What's that? That's gems. Crafting abilities. Right. Good thing about this though, Splattercat would like this. You definitely craft. You do craft from. Oh, it doesn't allow you to see all now. Brilliant. Oh, there, it's gone back. I forgot what we were saying now. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, so you can craft from out your chests. I agree with him in a thematic type of way, but for a realistic way, depends on your game. If you're going for the more ease and just fun, or do you see all the texture flashing then? I don't know if you saw that. By texture flashing just there, almost as though there we go, like just a little bit just there. I think they need to sort that out. That's a meshing of two textures together. So obviously one slightly above the other, and when you actually turn, it might be clipping through each other. I don't know the exact reason for that. If I'm wrong, please tell me down below. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this now, and then I'm going to do another video, because I'm going to do a hard one, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Hopefully I won't die and lose all my stuff. Right, so this is Richard from Mythtrekker. I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye for now.